Hello my colouring friends, it's so good of you to join me today. I'll be colouring this elephant in Kerby Rosanes' Fragile World. So if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Liv and this is Colouring with Liv. So what's interesting about this colouring page is that it was actually the first time that I was using an underpainting. So even though I already uploaded a video with me using this technique, this was the actual first time that I used this technique. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised at how well this works. It just felt like it just made everything ready for painting the rest of the picture. It just gave those natural highlights, and even when I was doing the elephant skin and just putting some greys and pinks in, it already had that natural highlight and warm tones. So I really like that about this. So I first heard about this technique from Daniel Wilson over at Studio Wildlife, and I'll leave a link in the description below with that video. And then after I uploaded this to Instagram, I ended up seeing this technique from Mallery Jane as well, a couple of her shorts. So what made me choose this colouring page was that it was summer and I wanted to do something in Kerby's book, because I feel like Kerby's books just handle watercolour really well. The paper is just, it's really great. It's by Marabou. It's the French version. So when I was having a look on YouTube for some inspiration, I came across Erica at Elm Colors, and she did her version of this page using Neocolors. But when I've tried to use Neocolors first before using watercolour on top, there's a bit of a waxy residue. So I didn't want that to happen on this page. And also Erica had a grey colour of the Neocolor and I didn't have that. So I kind of had no choice but to use watercolour. And as you can see, once you put down the grey, you just already have that warm tone. So you feel like you don't have to add another colour behind it because there's that warm underpainting behind it. And because the trees it felt a little bit too brown, and I felt like I needed to capture the warmth of the light on the trees, that's why I was adding kind of more of orange and red to the trees using the colouring pencils. So I'm really happy with how it turned out, and also that I had those kind of strokes of colour, because even though it's an elephant, it's also supposed to be like stone as well. So you have this the stone at the top, and it kind of blends into the elephant. So that's how I guess Kerby was trying to do it with his illustration. It all kind of merges in together. And I'm glad I also added some kind of pinky peachy tones in there for the elephant, kind of giving it a little bit more colour. So another thing that Erica did in her colour along for this page was that she used markers. And I was tempted to do that here, and also colouring pencils, but I just did the watercolour base, and I tried to colour it as much as I could with watercolour, and then I went in with my colouring pencils for all those details and just colour that I felt like I couldn't get down on the page just using watercolour. So I guess it's a little hack to do, using colouring pencils on top of watercolour, but whatever works. And then after I felt like maybe it wasn't bright enough with the yellow and the green, I added some more Neocolors in at the end, so that the background of the sky looked more vibrant and that the foliage was darker, appearing more to be in the foreground. So if you found this at all helpful in any way, or just liked my colouring page, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a like, a thumbs up and a subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next video. See ya. Bye.